Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday Kentucky Day. Today is election day and I'm so sorry I cannot vote.
Sorry.
Cicely, David. Cicely, you met about a week ago, you came in.
Yes.
She's been helping me out. I'm just, seeing if she can cut the mustard.
I might be the ketchup.
Oh, you're a ketchup gal.
I am a ketchup gal.
Hey, I just found out just before we came on the show. Thank you before we get going, red, white and blue.
Yes.
You got the red nail polishes on. So for vote day, good. David, what did you do, the red, white and blue?
I've got blue in my socks.
Oh. Not
Listen,
blue toenail polish?
Cicely's already just upping me. It's all right. That's
She's
all right.
outranked you like this.
Just remember, you and I, we're a team.
We are a team.
America over here, all right?
I wish I could vote.
That's
I
okay.
really do. But, it is what it is, people. You were just saying before we came on air that you were in the Navy.
I was in the Navy.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I was a Master at Arms in the U.S. Navy, which is military police.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And, okay, explain your role as military at arms for someone stupid like me who doesn't understand.
You're law enforcement.
Oh, okay.
Yes, security forces.
Oh, interesting. All right.
That's
Don't let
right.
the small frame
That's
fool
right,
ya.
Troy, watch out.
Don't let it fool ya.
I love her.
All right, let's move on, everyone.
Great.
Okay. I just wanted to show you this. We've all seen lots of couples dancing at weddings and bridesmaids. Then the groomsmen have been getting into it. You see
Yes.
them doing their walk down the aisles. The bride and groom do their dance, the
Oh,
special
yeah.
dance. I can't remember. Did you and Brandy have a special dance?
No, we just kind of did our own thing. We just danced,
These are for the
Classic.
weddings, everyone.
Yeah,
You just
it
did
was
your
just-
own thing. Did you do well, how long have you been married?
How long have I been married? 9 years.
Okay, it wasn't in
9
then.
years.
No one was doing that whole YouTube thing.
I enjoy the father-daughter dances. I really enjoy those.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to show you this because I thought it was really beautiful. Sometimes couples also decide to do something unique or crazy for their first dance to surprise all the guests. But this pair of grooms nailed it. Easily the most impressive part of their dance was doing the choreography from Dirty Dancing, everyone, which I thought was absolutely on point. All right, take a look at this, Dave. I don't know why I've asked to run and you lift me, but you don't do that.
we tried, Troy. You're
No,
heavy.
I lifted you, but you can't lift me.
I try to lift you, Troy.
You could lift me. Let's. How perfect is that?
That is
wow.
perfect.
Okay, of course, the other songs they danced perfectly to were Gonga and Vogue. Now, regarding the occupations and why they can move so well, I'm telling you, this is 4.5 minutes of pure joy watching
Amazing.
the whole
They are
video.
getting it.
They are good.
They are good.
One of the grooms performed in a national show tours, and the other was, okay, I love how my producer put this in there. Oh, we got the video? All right, bring that lift up with David and I. Yeah, this is David. This is David's attempt.
Listen,
Do you
Troy,
like that?
I was working out.
is that the same
I wasn't
outfit,
working
David,
out as
you got
much.
on?
Nope. It's a different jacket.
Look at
different
this.
pants.
Here we
Call you
go.
out.
He can't do it. What's wrong with you?
Troy, you didn't bounce, Troy. You got to bounce. Listen, Cicely, you know that if he had gotten up a little bit more pep in the step, I could have easily thrown him up.
A little bit lift off.
And I'd done squats earlier that day. I remember because it's big leg day. So my legs were a little sore. That's what I'm
I get it.
thinking. Cicely knows.
All right.
I get it.
Troy.
It's that video, not the one of David and I, the one of the two grooms. It goes for about 4.5 minutes. We put it up on our Facebook page. Alrighty, everyone, it was a surprise double elimination last night at Dancing with the Stars. And as we head into the election day, the idea of voting was not lost. One of the couples, football star, I'm sorry, he's my favourite dancer. DeMarcus got booted.
I can't believe he got kicked off last night.
He was my favorite.
Yeah, he's easy on the eye too.
Yes.
Well, didn't he get like a great score? He
He
got all
did.
nines. I
But the
think.
public didn't vote for him because they all probably thought he was going to win.
That's exactly why. Who do they have looming for the
Oh, all right, what's the next one? Who else got voted off? The other one was actor-singer John Schneider.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Isn't he from Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's lost 25 pounds doing the show, so good luck to him. He's a winner on that part.
And he said like he's actually gone through a lot throughout the show, and I feel like he's become like a better person through
Yeah,
it.
but and everyone remember who he is now. But you know the thing is, I really enjoyed the country and western or country theme.
Country
Yeah.
themed.
Yeah. Do you like those theme nights, guys?
I do.
Yeah, I just felt like they all did such a good job that to do double elimination on this particular one was really hard.
But also they had group dancing. So all the partners, they broke up in two, all the partners and professionals. So they drew and they had team captains and they had to come out and do a second dance. That I enjoyed a lot. This wasn't one of the group dances, of course. But they all had performers come in and do all their stuff, sing and dance and play the violin. It was an interesting show. Anyway, let's move on. That's enough with Dancing with the Stars. Alrighty, this is something, now I wanted to ask you how you feel about this, everyone. I'm just going to ask, and I know you probably shouldn't. You voted?
Not yet.
Voted?
I will this afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
You still are enrolled in
Maysville,
and you are in Winchester.
Winchester, yes.
But you live now in Lexington.
I do, yeah.
Is there a particular reason why you don't change?
Just haven't changed. Just
Okay.
need to.
Yeah.
Wish I had because it's pretty inconvenient.
To drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's well, I'm gonna let you keep going. I got excited.
All right. Well, before I get to this next story, I want to tell you something that we brought up on the show yesterday, if you remember, that I thought I wish I could vote here. In Australia, it is law to vote. I wanted to ask you both, how do you feel about if you were to make it law in America to vote or have a national holiday so everyone can vote? Knowing in Australia, we vote on a Saturday.
Oh,
So
I like that.
everyone
Yeah.
can go out and vote.
I think that it should be a law, even though it's your civic duty to go out and vote. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, okay.
I believe that it's one of those things where I like that you have a freedom in it. That way, in case somebody wanted to protest, for some example, that they couldn't punish you through a law. But I do agree with you that it is definitely a civic duty, probably the most powerful thing that we have and that
Okay.
we could do. But I think that I love the point that you could do it on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because it is really hard. Like, I had friends at the election poll this morning, 6 o'clock. They're like, it's already a crazy line.
Because people
was
have to go
crazy
to
this
work.
morning.
Right. So to have a holiday or a Saturday sounds like such a smarter idea.
Yeah. Okay, because schools are out, so all the teachers are off, and obviously helping in voting and things like that. How do you feel? I was listening to a radio program this morning that if you didn't, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought on that. I'll get back to it. Can you believe that?
Well, there's a lot.
Damn it!
There's a lot
It
going
was a
on.
good
in there.
one. Oh, you threw me. I threw myself with the school. But I'd tell you about this story, okay? Have you ever wondered how your co-workers have voted in the past, or what party they're currently registered with? There is now an app called Vote With Me, and it gives you information about the different elections that are taking place in your district. It also pulls your registration and voting records. It can do the same thing for anyone in your phone's contacts. The app says it does this so you can encourage your family and friends to vote in the areas that pop up for them. By the way, there isn't anything going on here, nefarious going on here. That information is already public record. How do you feel about that?
It's
How would
public
you
record.
feel? Okay, I want to ask you, how do you feel about me asking you if you voted? Tell me the truth.
Oh, that's
Doesn't bother me a bit.
You don't
No.
have a problem.
No.
no. People need to vote. It's like
Right.
it puts pressure on them to do
Okay.
it.
So what do you think about that app?
It's public record.
Is
They've
it?
just
How do
used
I
it.
find that? Can I go online and see how
I-
David Goldman votes?
I didn't know that because I felt like that was private. No.
No. Who you voted for is private.
Okay, who you voted for, but
But
with
whether you voted or not,
Right, right,
that
right.
is public record.
How do you feel? I'm going back to what I heard this morning. Came onto my mind,
Tick,
people.
tock.
Yeah. Gets a little bit slow sometimes, but I get back to it. I heard on the radio this morning that people who don't vote should never have an opinion on the way this country is run. And it was a talkback radio show. And one of the hosts was saying, well, he felt that it is your civic duty to vote, and if you don't vote, you don't have a right to complain about anything because you chose not to have a conversation about it by voting.
If you want your voice heard, vote.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I think I agree with that. I think to say, hey, you shouldn't have an opinion or whatever, I think that's a bit much.
Okay.
I think a lot of people in this country, and for certain, I think they have reasoning behind it. They feel like their vote doesn't count, and that
true.
votes have been bought, votes have been, you know.
Is there, but hold on.
Right, is there proof?
Allegedly,
Right,
let's
right.
say
It's
that.
all, let's
Let's
say
just-
it.
allegedly.
Right. Let's say it is all allegedly, but
Well, we are saying.
that's where they feel though,
Yeah.
and I think people have to say, regardless, put yourself out there and vote.
Okay.
You have to.
Okay, all right. Well, tell us what you think. We'll put this story up on our Facebook page. And the reason why I'm doing this next story is because it's, you know, another hot conversation that's going out there. All right, Pamela Anderson is clearly not afraid to speak her mind. In a recent interview, she called the current Me Too movement a bore. Take a listen to what else she had to say.
I think it was very empowering, and no one forced me to do anything. I think this feminism can go too far. I'm a feminist, but I think that this third wave feminism is a bore. I think it paralyzes men. I think that this Me Too movement is a bit too much for me. I'm sorry. I'll probably get killed for saying that.
You will.
My mother taught me, don't go to a hotel with a stranger. If someone answers the door in a bathrobe and it's supposed to be a business meeting, maybe I should go with somebody else.
You're talking
You know?
about Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. I think that some things are just common sense. Or, if you go in, get the job. So I'm Canadian. I'm going to speak my mind.
Yeah, I don't think she should have said that quite last part, because she's sort of saying, if you're going to go in there, do your business and make sure you come out with the contract.
Right.
I don't think she laughed that off. Here are my thoughts about this, and I wanted to open it up to all of you. First of all, how do you feel about what she was saying, being a woman?
Being a woman, I don't believe that because of the way she appears, it should sway her thoughts. Does that make sense?
Because she was a pin-up girl, or?
Yes.
So you're saying that she would encourage that herself because of the way she looks, or?
Not necessarily, because the way I dress shouldn't be the way that someone should treat me.
She's basically saying in this interview that she feels that the Me Too movement has now gone too far, and that it's harder for men to
Yes.
be around women, and that they are now feeling that they need to be reserved. David, men need to be reserved around women.
No, I don't really agree with anything she was saying up there.
Really?
No, because I think that, white male privilege has just been so heavy in this country, and that, men need to take a step back and think, is this okay? Can I talk to somebody this way?
But has it gone too far now?
I don't think
Has
so.
the pendulum swung way too far?
No, it's like,
It's a fine line.
it is, and I'm saying, like, only in the cases, of course, in which it matters, because it doesn't affect everybody. There are lots of great men out there that are very respectful and that are polite and that aren't, creeps. But
Right.
on the other side of the coin, there are a whole lot of men, and I think everybody has seen it, that you're like, that's not right.
Okay, well, I want to ask you this, and I'm going to bring this up because it happened to us this morning. Okay, as you know, we all wear IFBs and mics and things like that. You were already mic'd up, and just before the show, you said to me, "Oh, Troy, I'm not turned on." The first thing I said was when you spun around, I said, "Do you mind if I unzip and turn it all on?" Now, are you okay with me doing that, being a gay guy, and you felt safe, or would you be okay with David doing it? Be honest.
I would be okay with David doing it because
But is that appropriate for either one of us to be doing that? That's my line there. And that could be considered inappropriate for me to do that.
But you asked me.
Right.
You
The
asked
ask,
me.
the
It's the
question.
ask. Ask the question. Get the consent.
Interesting.
Agreed.
Okay. Tell us what you think. We're going to put this story up. I don't think it's on our Facebook page, but we will put it up because I thought it was really interesting. Producer just said it's up on the Facebook. I want to hear your thoughts.